to my channel. Today we're gonna be making curry chicken, and I'm gonna be talking about why it's okay to be single, or not why it's okay to be single, but it's okay to be single. Disclaimer though, I had some father issues. He didn't let me know that I didn't have green onions, which I like to put in my curry chicken. He didn't let me know we didn't have thyme. He didn't let me know we didn't have scotch bonnet. So I'm still gonna make it work. But those three things I usually do put into my curry chicken, just so you guys know, so you don't think like, oh, this girl cannot cook. I can, right? But I also learned from my mom that we can make things work. You could turn your hand into fashion, is what she would always say. So anyways, let's dive in. Here is my chicken. And here's the pot that I'm gonna be using, and I'm also gonna put some potatoes inside. I'm thinking I'm gonna strain off the potatoes and actually mix it into the mixture there, and then get everything started. I just washed the pot, so there's a little bit of water. So I'm gonna turn on the heat to like dry it out. And then we're gonna add in some oil and get everything all ready and whatnot. Oh, and this is the rice. And here's our trusty rice cooker, so I'm actually gonna put that on first. So I put 3 cups of rice in here, so I need 4 cups of water. I already pre-washed the rice, so everything is good here. All I need to do is add some butter and salt, and then that will be cooking by itself. So why am I talking about this today? There's no real reason, actually. No, that's a lie. There is a reason. I was having a conversation with my dad, and he was basically telling me my time is running out. Well, that's what I heard. Yeah, he might say different, but no. I heard what I heard. So like I told you guys before, I am 25. I'm gonna turn this down because the way my mom makes curry, she puts crushed garlic into the pot, she fries it out. Actually, before I do that, let me just take this off because it's a little bit hot. And let me strain my potatoes to put it in my chicken mixture. Yeah, I was having this conversation with my dad, and he was basically telling me that, you know, I'm 25, I'm not getting any younger. And I understand that. Shoot, we don't age down, we age up, right? And I get that. But he was basically just trying to say that I need to be dating around, and I need to, you know, find some new people and open my horizons. Now, essentially, I was in a relationship and things didn't work out, right? So I took my time, and because I'm taking my time, it kind of worries my dad. He thinks that, you know, I want to close off myself from the world, and I don't want to find a partner. But that's far from the truth. I just think that it is necessary for you to be by yourself sometimes, and for you to like find yourself again. Not to say that I lost myself, but for you to understand what you really want and what you really need, right? Because if you don't know that, then it's like, why are you even in a relationship? Because you're wasting your time and the person's time because you don't know what you want. Anyways, this should be kind of good. I'm gonna put this right back on. Yeah, so for the curry, I'm gonna grab 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to put some curry powder in the pan. And we're gonna see what's going on here. Alright. Turn it up a bit. There's no measurements. I'm gonna do it like my mama. I want it to be kind of yellow, but you have to be careful with curry just because curry can get bitter. I don't want it to be bitter. And so you don't want to carry the burden at this point. But anyways, yeah. So it is okay to be by yourself. You know what I mean? It's okay to discover yourself again. It's okay to go on dates with yourself, you know? Take yourself out. Alright, that's fine a little bit. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna turn this down. And I'm gonna add in the chicken. I know I'm not on the stove, but that's just because it's really hot. The reason I put the potatoes in with the chicken is just because, ooh, is that big enough? Let's hope. Alright. And in here is some boiling water. So I'm gonna pour some inside just to get all the seasoning out of it. This weird type of pressure. There's this weird pressure for people to be in relationships. Like, why does it scare everybody? I don't want to make sure that the bottom isn't burning. But yeah, like, why does it scare everybody to be alone? I don't know about a lot of people, but I know that for me personally, I actually have a really good time with myself, you know? And I think that's what scared my dad the most, is that he felt that me being by myself meant that I don't want a companion, right? And this kind of goes into another topic of me being, you know, a strong Black woman, which is a whole nother topic that we'll get into maybe next video. But me not needing a companion. And I just feel like it's okay to just, one, figure out why your relationship went wrong, and two, understand that there's nothing wrong with being single. I want a bigger pot. This kind of, all my pots seem to be very miniature, but we'll see. I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe because for the longest time I was single for like, let's see, I was single till I was like 23. I was single. So I guess I'm comfortable in my being, and I'm comfortable like just being by myself. But like I said, it just scared my dad a lot that I was comfortable. And he wants me to understand that a partner is necessary. But then again, I don't believe that. I believe that people do have companions in this world, and I believe that that's how people strive. But also too, I feel like there's great power in knowing yourself and being by yourself and knowing how to entertain yourself. Why is it hard to see somebody single and somebody okay with it and someone genuinely happy? I actually used to have acquaintances, and some of them, it's like they would end a relationship and jump into another relationship. And I used to always wonder, because like I said, I got into my first relationship when I was like 23. I never understood that. I'm like, don't you want a break? Don't you want to, you know, be by yourself a little bit, figure out some things? And I found out that some people just basically cannot be alone, okay? And to each their own. For me, at least, being happy and single doesn't mean that I'm going to die alone. You know, I feel like being this way, like happy with who I am, happy with how I handle things, happy with just my life. I feel like that, in that sense, it's only gonna attract my person, you know? It's only gonna attract the guy for me. Like, I don't think that I should be sitting here pining over a guy. For what? What reason? You don't mean no sense to me. Also in the topic, my dad would say that the life I want to live, or the life, or what, not the life, but when I had explained to him why I feel like it's okay to be single, he said, I'm listening to the Cardi B's and the Meg Thee Stallions and the Nicki Minaj's of this generation. And he said, but the funny thing is that all of those women are in a relationship. And I was like, one, I'm not that easily influenced. Two, I just find power. I actually don't find power in celebrities at all. Like, a celebrity can't influence me because I just don't feel like they're real people. Like, I know they're there and like they are real people, but they're not real people to me. And I don't know how to explain it any better, but they're not real people to me. And where I find power is in my family. My grandma has 6 kids, so it was 5 girls and 1 boy. And I don't know, like, growing up, the household that we were raised in was majority women, right? And I saw these women like live their best lives, whether they were in a relationship or single. Like, I ain't never seen not one of them down. So when he's talking about like those celebrities, I'm just like, what is he saying, sir? Because like, I find my power in my aunties, you know what I mean? Like, when I was growing up, all my aunties, I love them, all of them, like every single one of them. But growing up, I was very close with my auntie Rudy, and that's because she was only 9 years older than me. So I was just so close with her, and like I remember like almost like in amazement of her because she was just always so independent. She got what she wanted when she wanted to, and she did what she wanted when she wanted to. Child, I was like, oh my gosh. I said, I'm gonna be like Auntie Rudy when I get older. That's all I remember saying. So we're gonna do a pot transfer. That one's a little tight. It just never showed me that you need a partner to be happy, right? So I guess that's where I got my mindset from. Like, not to say that I don't want a relationship, because in the future I think I do want to get married. In the future. It's interesting to see that my dad thinks that me being single is because of the music that these women sing, and I'm just so inundated by it. It's crazy. It's wild. Anyways, let's do the transfer. Being single shouldn't be something that anyone is afraid of because they feel like they're running out of time, or they feel like I'm in a stage of my life where I need to be with somebody, you know? You shouldn't be scared of it. Just like anything in life, it's a journey, you know what I mean? You can't expect, or you can't think, oh, because I'm this age, I need to have a partner. Like, I feel like that only stunts you from getting to where you really need to be in life, because you're thinking, oh, at this age I'm supposed to have this. I think that is a great mindset for, like, you know, life goals and stuff like that. You want to be more stern with yourself. But when it comes to like relationships, I just feel like it's kind of unrealistic. But like I said, that's my opinion. Personally, for me, like, why I'm not scared of being single is because I do have my personal goals that I want to get to. I want to be more financially stable. I want to travel more, and I want to have fun while I'm young. My thought process is different than you'd want me to be. But like I said, I'm not closed off to it. It's just that being single doesn't scare me. I don't know. So I don't know what's the worst that can happen. I don't find somebody, but I got all my other goals. I'm financially stable. I'm traveling to Dubai. I'm living my best life. You know what I'm saying? I think that because those are my goals and that's what I want in my life, I don't think it's gonna affect me because one, I have a very close-knit family, and two, I'd be where I want to be in my life, you know? Oh, another thing. So while my dad was talking to me about me being too comfortable in being single, they gave me a book to read. And the book was called The Father-Daughter Talk, I think. I read the book in 3 hours, just mind-blowing. And I remember there was a part in there that really stuck with me. It was about the Bible. He was basically explaining that like a woman's goal in a way should be to find a husband, but he also says in the same breath that a woman should still have her own. She shouldn't be there pining over a man and waiting for a man to come for her, you know? She still should have her own. And you know, that's one of the points I brought with my dad. I'm like, I should still have my own. I don't want to be there waiting for some guy to come out of nowhere. And what? He brings up a part in the Bible. I really wish I remembered everything, but he brings up a part in the Bible where, you know, like basically it's a man's job to provide. And so the man was providing for his wife, but something happened where he fell off. And because she didn't know anything, because she didn't know any trades, the whole family suffered, right? Even though it is a man's job to be the provider, according to the Bible, if the woman had known something, if she had any type of skills, she would be able to help her family in need until the husband gets back on his feet. And then the husband can go back to what he's supposed to be doing, right? So that was another point I brought up. Like, I want to learn things too on my own, you know what I mean? And like, I'm not saying that, oh, you can't do that in a relationship. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that the emphasis he was putting on it was just like, you need to find a husband. You need to find a proper suitor. And I'm like, I'm 25. And I understand that there are people that are probably engaged right now and getting married at my age or even like younger. But that's not in my future right now. And I feel like I should be okay, you know? Let's check it. I just feel like being single doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Doesn't mean it. But my rice is done. So all in all, guys, it's okay to be single. It's okay to date yourself. It's okay to, if you went through something in a relationship, to take your time until you're ready to go back out there and date somebody. It is fine. You're not gonna be missing out because whatever is for you will always be for you. And if you decide to be single and decide to embrace that part of your life, what is meant for you will never be taken from you. What has your name on it is gonna have your name on it. You know what I mean? So live your best life and understand that you can't sabotage something because you're happy in your current state, you know? But yeah, guys, this is basically done. So I'm gonna hold it up for you. And then, yeah, we'll talk later. So.